Judge Pirro. Plaintiff Kevin Knight is suing his former roommate for unpaid rent and a loan. Kevin says he was a raging alcoholic, and he thought the defendant was a blessing because he's a drug and alcohol counselor. However, Kevin says the defendant turned out to be addicted to gambling. Defendant Terry Ojeda claims if he knew Kevin drank a fifth of tequila and a 12-pack of beer each day, he never would have moved in. Terry denies owing Kevin for the rent.
Remain standing. The Honorable Judge Pirro presiding.
Hello, Douglas.
Hello, Judge. Please be seated.
All right, the plaintiff is suing his former roommate for unpaid rent and unpaid loans. Kevin, state your case.
In October, I put an ad in our local penny saver because I'd had 2 DUIs and I needed help with my house payment. In November, of course, Terry responded to my ad. Of course, Your Honor, it's hard to find a good roommate, and Terry was no exception.
Does that mean he was hard to find or he wasn't a good roommate?
He just wasn't a good roommate. That's why we're here.
Hard to find a good roommate. Yeah.
It's hard to find a good roommate, yes.
Yeah.
He is a drug and alcohol counselor, and I was a raging, very bad alcoholic. And I thought that might, change
You're a
me.
drug and alcohol counselor?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay.
Can I
no,
just
you can't say anything yet.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And I thought that would help, but you have to conquer that yourself as far as being an alcoholic.
Well, sometimes you have a sponsor, or to have a sponsor living with you.
I had a sponsor. My doctor. He told me I'd live to be 45 if I kept drinking like I was.
Really?
So,
why did you drink? Do you still drink? Are you
no, I don't drink anymore.
Sober?
Yeah, since June.
Okay.
I bloated up to 320 pounds. Laid in bed for 2 months because medication wasn't working. I was finally hospitalized in August. And they gave me medication, and I'm all good now, and I feel great.
Good for you. Good for you. I hope you stay clean.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now, go ahead. So why are you suing him?
Well, I'm saying Terry, just like me, had a problem. He had a gambling problem, and he loved to...
You're a drug and alcohol counselor? You have a gambling problem?
Yes. Can I interrupt for a second now?
Yeah, now you can. Now you have my attention.
What he's saying is true, what he says about himself, but he was drinking close to a fifth of tequila a day and a 12-pack of beer. And he didn't know what he was doing half of the time.
Okay.
And the sad thing about it, when I moved in, I thought that I had found someone. And that to finally find a good roommate, then after I moved in, I found out that he drank. He drank very, very heavy.
You didn't know that when you moved in?
I didn't. No,
okay.
I didn't.
All right.
No, I didn't. If I would have, I probably would have never moved in.
Okay.
And because I don't drink, I haven't drank since December 3rd, 2004.
All right. So I guess when you moved in, you realized he was an alcoholic. You figured you could help him out.
No, you know what? That's not for me to say. I can't help a person when a person doesn't want to help himself.
Well, did he help himself?
Finally, yeah, after the doctor told him that he looked like the Pillsbury Doughboy and that, he was, he literally couldn't walk, Your Honor. That's how big he got.
Yeah.
And if that didn't tell him,
so what happens? Now he's clean and sober, you're a counselor, where's the breakdown here?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What was it like, the two of you living together?
It was actually pretty good, yeah. Terry was good. Very much a clean freak. Always cleaning stuff. I would come home and find notes, and I got a project going, and every utensil that I had in the kitchen would be in a tote, soaking and stove up. I come home, of course, soaking.
Can I interrupt?
Why is it soaking?
Can I interrupt
I'm not looking at you. That means you can talk.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Well, when I moved in, his house looked like the friggin' Munster's house. It was bad. Cobwebs everywhere.
So why'd you move in?
Because I'm a clean freak. He's not lying about that.
Oh, so you didn't want to help him with his alcohol, but you wanted to clean his house.
I didn't know if he drank. I didn't know he drank like he drank. Okay, but I'm figuring I got a project here. This guy hasn't cleaned in years.
So you're looking forward to this?
Yeah, I look forward to it.
You want to come to my house next week?
Yeah, I will. Gosh darn it.
You like to clean?
I do. That's
Are you a neat freak?
I am a total neat freak, and I apologize.
Rick James, super neat freak.
That's not so true that my house was a pigsty we had painted rooms, and my dad and his wife had come over. We'd clean the place up real nice. Yeah, it was dirty before I got roommates, but...
Can I interrupt one more time, Your Honor?
Go right ahead.
My bathroom that I used...
Yes?
It took me almost 4 days to clean that before I'd even use it.
4 days?
The tub was so bad, I had to scour it and scour it. His friggin' toilet, God bless him, but it was... I couldn't sit on it, Your Honor. That's how bad it was. And the sink was in another friggin' universe, too.
Okay, well, let me ask you, what took you 4 days to clean?
Because I did all the walls, I did the floors, and then I went to the toilet. I should have dove in. I probably would have been better, you know?
Your Honor.
But he was an absolute friggin' pig, Your Honor.
Okay, can I ask you to leave the friggin' out? Because I get the idea.
No. Let me say something.
Yes. Leave the frigging out.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I apologize.
Thank you. It's all right. I'm allowing you.
I really
think you're
apologize
hysterical.
for that. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So
but
would he soak all his utensils in a pot?
That's exaggeration, Your Honor. I mean, his doors were so dirty that I needed damn near a friggin'...
You said left him with
You're
the freak.
leaving friggin' out now. Terrence, leave damn out now.
I apologize.
Okay.
I apologize.
Do you have OCD?
I have to. Yes, I do, Your Honor.
You do? And you're a gambler?
Yeah. No, I'm not a gambler. That's...
He's a gambler.
No,
You're the gambler.
God bless him. That's all I can say, Your Honor. Okay? He had another person move in who stunk like a pig, man.
Ooh.
I don't know. He had another lady move in. And I'm telling you, Your Honor, it was in another universe then. And then she tried to cover it up with perfume. Oh, man. She killed me.
So let's assume it's dirty or not dirty. What difference does that make? How is that relevant to the lawsuit?
Can I say something? He
Yes,
talks
Kevin.
about the other roommate stinking. In my contract, there's no smoking in the house.
Contract?
Yeah, the thing is, no smoking in the house, the thing I had you sign. Do
you have the contract?
I don't
May I
have
see
the
it?
contract with me.
Yeah,
No smoking.
contract. There it is, that drinking, Your Honor, you know?
And I have signed a contract, no smoking.
And he smokes.
He smokes. I
You
smoke.
smoke?
Yeah.
And you smoke?
I don't anymore, but I used to. But anyways, he smoked in his room real bad, and he always used big coffee things full of cigarette butts. Well, the room still smells like whatever he was spraying in there to hide
All right,
cigarette smoke.
let me ask you a question. How long did you live together?
November till June.
Okay, November to June. Now, you're suing him for unpaid rent and unpaid loans.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Talk to me. What was the agreement when you moved in? How much were you going to pay him a month?
I believe it was $350.
What was it?
It's $450.
$450. I apologize. He's right. $450.
$450 a month.
Yes.
Okay.
When you get older, your memory gets bad. So
Yeah, okay. It's all that cleaning disinfectant. It's going through your brain. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I say one other thing, Your Honor?
Sure.
The lady that I was talking about
The
that
perfume
wasn't
lady?
clean,
Yeah.
you know, her son came up to my room. My door was locked, and he opened my door and stood there like Al Capone, like he was gonna, do something.
Why? Did you make fun of his mother?
I did. I asked her to clean. That's all I asked her to do.
You can't do that.
Your Honor,
You
I
can't.
was...
No, I know.
Yeah?
And that's when I said, I'm
outta
out of here.
here?
Yes, I did.
Got it.
And I was gone.
There's
Yeah.
a reason
I was
why
gone.
it happened. I
Go ahead.
shouldn't bring it up, and I didn't want to bring it up. She came to me one day and said that he called her a bad name.
Oh,
That's
you
just
call
what
her-
she told me, and she said she was really upset,
God bless her.
and that's why she had her son come over there. And
Yeah, I'm sure, but he's not suing you for that, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. Did you agree to pay $450 a month?
Yes, I did.
Or did you pay $450 a month?
Sometimes I did, and other times I
Sometimes I
didn't,
didn't.
because he had told me I will take it off the rent because you're cleaning everything and you're doing a pretty good
Your Honor,
job.
and for the 3 months that he did pay, I kicked him down $40 and $30, and also $40 for a kid's birthday party because he had a birthday party and didn't have any money to buy a present.
Whose birthday party?
I don't know, some friend of his.
I don't know, Your Honor.
But I know at nighttime he said, I don't have
tequila
any.
and frick.
No, it's there. Why would I lie something about that?
Well, wait a minute.
I don't remember.
Your Honor,
All right,
he woke me
gentlemen,
up-
slow down. Slow
Okay.
down. $450 a month, and then you would take money off if he cleaned?
He came to me one day and he was in a real bad mood, and I said, Terry, what's wrong? He says, Kevin, I feel like you don't appreciate me enough. Well, he's not my wife. I didn't tell him to clean. So I kicked him down a couple times. I kicked him down $30 and $40.
So what do you think he owes you?
Well,
If
he
you
owes
kicked him
me for
down
3
30 or
months
40.
worth of rent.
So those last 3 months he didn't clean?
Well, he cleaned, but I shouldn't have to. I mean, I clean too. I mow the yards.
Yeah, but it's your place. You're the owner. You're supposed to mow the yard.
Yeah, of course.
Right? So, Terry.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think you owe him?
What I estimated between $400.
Between 400 and what?
Maybe a penny, if that.
Zero. I knew it'd go the other way.
Your Honor,
You weren't
Your
going
Honor.
up, you're going down.
Your Honor, this is so fabulous. He knows when he left, I had a poster with all the money that he owed me. He says, I know, Kevin, I owe you the money
Did you
in
get
June.
him to sign anything, Kevin?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
He called me in August before I went in the hospital and says, Kevin, I'm sorry. I know I owe you the money. I'll call you back on Friday.
All right, so you don't have anything in writing. He says he made loans to you.
Yeah.
Why would you make loans to him?
Because he helped me at first when I needed, when he first moved in, I wasn't working.
You have evidence of
loans? In
loans?
January, I started working again. I was making $800 a week. In January, he didn't make the rent. So I kind of said, okay.
Always got checks.
Yeah, and that's why I owe him about $400. That's what those checks
He
are.
gave you a check for $400. Then he gave you a check for $185. Then he gave you a check for $60. Then he gave you a check for $230. Then he gave you a check for $237. He's renting from you. Why are you paying him?
Right.
Plus 3 months rent.
That's why he gave me those. Do you see anything written on there?
Loan, you mean?
Yeah,
No.
What it is.
So what does that
He gave
mean?
me those checks for the work I was doing.
To clean his house?
To clean, yes. If you would have seen his house, you would.
$400?
No, that I owe.
It's a loan.
That's what I said.
Oh.
400
And then
one,
this was
maybe
to
1
clean,
cent.
Your Honor.
He gave me those checks
All right,
because
Jerry.
I was cleaning.
Your Honor, did you take a test in February for your drug and alcohol counselor thing? You did take a test. You didn't have enough money for it. I loaned you the money for that. The $400 is for car insurance. When he did call me in August and told me I do owe you the money,
Right.
he asked if he wanted to move, if he could move back in. He said, I love living with you. I would like to come back. I said, I can't do that, Terry. You owe me $2,500. I said, if you pay me the money, I said, then yeah, you can come back. And that was before I went in the hospital.
What is this? What is
he
this?
said, I'll call you.
He blessing himself?
He said,
Who are
I'll
you
call you.
blessing?
I'm blessing me, Your Honor. That, you know.
He said,
He's blessing me, so I'm just going to get some.
he said he would call me on Friday and try to give me some of the money he owes me.
All right,
I
you
went in
owe
the-
him money? That's enough, Kevin.
Okay.
There's no way for me to figure out exactly what you owe him. All right? Because you don't have an agreement here. You should know better than that, Kevin. All right, so here's the question. You write him all this money. You write him $1,193 in checks. So the question is, if the guy's supposed to be paying you $450 a month, instead of writing you out a check to clean the place, he would just take the money off for the rent. As far as the court is concerned, I'm going to strike this one down the middle. I'm going to give you $1,193 for all these checks. I'm not going to give you money for rent because as far as I'm concerned, if the guy was owing you rent money, you wouldn't have given him these checks, all right? I'm going to wipe out the rent because I think he cleaned his way through your house and then some. Verdict for the plaintiff, $1,193. So ordered.
You should have got a promise that he owes me the rent money.
All I can say is God bless him.